My manager fired me for taking 3 days off work. It all started on a Monday morning in the medical clinic lobby. My clinic manager, Brenda, slammed a termination letter onto the front desk, clutching her clipboard like a royal scepter. She was scowling at me like a middle school principal who had just caught a student cutting class. "You're done here, Sarah," Brenda barked, her voice echoing off the glass partitions so every patient in the waiting room could hear. 3 unexcused absences in 1 week. I won't have lazy employees dragging down my clinic's metrics. Look at Brenda, wearing a custom blazer 2 sizes too small, puffing her chest out like a playground bully who just got handed a whistle, strutting around like she owned the entire hospital network. For 3 straight years, I worked 50-hour weeks as the lead clinic coordinator. I never called in sick, I covered every weekend shift, and I kept her department running smoothly while she took 3-hour lunch breaks. I was still clutching my abdominal incision under my sweater, leaning against the counter just to stay upright. "Brenda," I said, keeping my voice dead steady. My appendix literally ruptured on Thursday night. I was rushed into emergency surgery at 2 in the morning. I sent you the official hospital admission records from my bed. Brenda let out a cold, theatrical laugh, waving her hand dismissively. "I don't care about your excuses. You didn't submit a formal time-off request 24 hours in advance. Policy is policy. Pack your desk in a box and get out before 9 a.m. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I quietly packed my desk photos into a cardboard box and walked toward the main exit. Brenda followed right behind me, raising her voice so the rest of the staff could hear. "Let this be a lesson to everyone. Nobody is irreplaceable under my command." But just as we reached the double glass doors, 2 people walked into the lobby. It was the regional hospital CEO, Arthur Vance, alongside the chief of emergency surgery, Dr. Evelyn Vance. Dr. Vance stopped dead in her tracks when she saw me holding my box. Her eyes widened. "Sarah? What are you doing carrying a heavy box? I explicitly told you at your discharge yesterday that you were on strict bed rest for 2 weeks. Brenda instantly pushed her way to the front, flashing a fake, sycophantic smile. "Oh, Dr. Vance, Mr. Vance, don't worry about her. I just terminated Sarah for unexcused absenteeism. I'm enforcing strict accountability in our department." The entire lobby went dead silent. Dr. Vance looked at Brenda like she had just confessed to a crime on live television. Then she slowly turned to her husband, the CEO. "Arthur," Dr. Vance said, her voice dropping into a dangerous calm. "This is the patient I performed an emergency 3-hour surgery on Friday morning. The one who was in septic shock because she stayed late at work on Thursday to finish Brenda's quarterly reports." Arthur Vance's face drained of every drop of color. He looked at Brenda, then down at my termination paper, and pulled out his phone. He tapped speakerphone. "Human Resources," Arthur said into the phone, his voice cold as ice. "Cancel Sarah's termination immediately and process 2 weeks of paid medical leave. Then draft an immediate termination notice for clinic manager Brenda for gross misconduct and safety violations." Brenda's jaw dropped open so wide, her clipboard slipped right out of her hands and clattered onto the tile floor. Her face went from bright red to ghostly pale in 2 seconds flat. "Mr. Vance, wait, please," Brenda stammered, her voice cracking. "I was just following standard procedure." "Your procedure just cost you your career, Brenda."